Okay, so we have our contract, and the next step is to deploy it and see if it works. I'm not guaranteeing anything yet, um, but I did deploy it. Let's get back here, and let's change this value and call it test terms. We have 10. See here in Remix, here's you put in and this is the address of the consumer, because remember it's the producer who, let's clear this so we can see everything. So and you can see it was successfully deployed, and now we can see we have these. So the first thing I'm going to do is approve the contract as the person, as the producer, and now I'm going to go to the second one, approve the contract as the consumer. Now I'm going to perform the service back as the producer, and I'm going to approve the service. Remember, it's the consumer who approves the service. Now I'm going to pay for the service as the consumer. So let's see what happens here. This is I'm going to say send transaction. Let's see. So the transfer failed. So let's see what we got going on here. One nice thing is we have all our, so we know we got to this. Transit error. Returned error, VM exception log process. Okay. I don't know what a VM exception is. It looks like the virtual machine. But let's go down. Let's put a debug statement here and try it again. And I say gas estimate, the transaction is, oh, okay. Error was the transaction. Huh, okay, let's, I don't know why. Oh, I'm not in debug. So let's go into debug. And now, let's start debugging. Okay, this is the last one that passed. So we can just go to the end here because we know what's this doing. All right. So let's go back and pay for service. Let's clear this out so we have everything clear and we know exactly what we're doing. Pay for service, and we'll say send transaction. And it does not let, where is the debug here? No, that's not the right one. Okay, it never seems to get to pay for service. So it looks like it failed pretty early on. Doesn't even get to this if. I don't know why that's there. So it looks like it could be a VM issue here, and that's something that we're going to have to look at. What we may do is go back here. Let's look at our, let's see, workspace, chain, advanced, verbose logs, we want that. Let's see, gas limit. Okay, so we wanna see if we could do a gas limit on this. I'm going to cut it down severely and see if it makes that. So let's see if that changes anything. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do a little bit of investigation here, because gas estimated error with the, okay. Well, let's have it send and let's see. I'm hoping that I can get some logs. Let's see what we got. Down at the bottom. And see what it says. And then you clear the logs. Maybe we need to that is really odd. Let's look at the logs. See if they're showing up here. Okay, today's 5. That's yesterday. But it is not showing any of our transactions. Let's make sure we're on the same page here. Yeah, that looks correct. Well, honestly, to be truthful, I'm going to have a look at this and try to figure out what this error means. We do know that the rest of our stuff seems to work, so set cost. So let's see, I can set the cost. And then if I try, then what I'm going to have to do is I am now the consumer. That's interesting. Alright, so now as a consumer, I'm going to have to approve the contract. And let me try to see what happens if I try to that's very interesting. Okay, so this worked. Only the provider. So go back here and we should get a different error, I think. Has to be approved before the service can be provided. Okay, that's good. So he can approve. Oh, I meant to approve the contract. There we go. Now we can perform the service. Now we can approve the service. Oh, cancel. Only the consumer can approve the service. And now let's see what happens when I attempt to pay for the service. My guess is it's going to fail. So transfer failed. We don't know why the transfer failed. And that is what I'm going to have to figure out. So anyway, but you see how we basically, pretty much everything's working as I expected it to, except the pay for service. For some reason that's failing. This is going to have to be I'll have to investigate and try to get you all an answer and correct it. And the other thing I noticed is we know clearly it's getting into here. It's just not, for some reason it won't even let me debug it. So I do not know why that is the case, because it's not hitting the error until after. But what I think let's see if I can see anything here. This is the remix. I'm trying to see if I can see anything. No, that's not it. No, I am not seeing anything in the logs. I'm just seeing Ethereum get balance, and it's doing a bunch of stuff. I think the problem, part of the problem is I turn this verbose logs, and let's see if it will give me clear the logs. So you can see it's doing stuff as we it's not even, let's see, send transaction, gas usage, 43776, block number, but it is not giving the reason. So anyway, we're going to look into that and have an answer. My guess is it could possibly be an issue with the gas. But I am not sure. According to everything I see, this should work. I don't know why it didn't. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful. We made some progress here by being able to do everything but actually pay for the transaction. So we're going to try to fix that, figure out what's going on there, and I will present the solution to you once I have it. So if you found this helpful, please give a like, please subscribe, please ring the bell to get notified, and please share this with your friends who might be interested. So take care, and I will speak to you next time.